Okay. Hello everyone, it's Shaydog. Welcome back to more Arkham Origins. Before you get back into the game, I need to correct something. I already corrected myself in the description of the last Arkham stream. But, I had to add an addendum to something I said last stream. I believe I mentioned that Kevin Conroy was supposed to be in the Caped Crusader. This was something that was getting passed around by a lot of people. I saw it as multiple sources were running with it as fact. Turns out it was not. It was a leaker, and that the original idea was that Kevin Conroy was going to have an appearance in Caped Crusader before his death. We don't know. I believe I also mentioned Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 3. That one I don't know is if it's true or not. We've had no word if that one was also false by the leaker. Yeah, this was something that was confirmed by the guy in charge of Caped Crusader, that it was based on false news. I am just I'm big enough to admit when I had wrong information. With that, let's get back to Arkham Origins. I know I was like really low energy last time. I apologize for that. As I mentioned multiple times, I was still getting over the jet lag from my vacation. Though I feel since then I'm pretty much all bounced back. I still only have so much I can give before, I'm just like, nah, we're done for the night. Oh, hey, I actually never noticed this crate. Queen Industries. Talk about some comic knowledge. Queen Industries is related to the DC superhero Green Arrow. Other heroes do exist in the Arkhamverse. Like, it isn't just Batman. I think it's in Arkham City that they mentioned Superman. And, well, we know for a fact they all exist because of that other game.
If Mr. Cobblepot finishes with his guest and finds out you numpty brats let the Batman spoil his boiler deck fight, what do you think he's gonna do to you lot? Think about it, lads.
Look, the executioner was a fucking pushover. I love everything with the electrocutioner. Like, they set him up, like, he has that whole great intro, and then Batman just punches him and knocks him out. I don't have that security code. Okay, there we go. The reason why we can't use the cryptographic sequencer on that terminal is certain terminals require certain codes, and we won't be able to do that for a while.
You are a scab.
Alright, you lousy mud. Spoiler! I want updates. Anyone seen the intruder? Is he still even on the ship? This is serious, lads.
You can't. It's not like you can just have the Batman just running around and it'd be a good thing.
Yeah, who'd think to break into this heat? All part of Penguin's plan, I'm sure. It is. Intriguing. Just keep fighting!
Should have.
He'll be back
Yeah, we should have
for you,
tied him up.
Batman. Watch your ass.
Baczynski's come too, and now he's on the lam. I should have tied him up and called the cops to get him. Alfred, I had a run-in with one of the assassins, Lester Baczynski.
The electrocutioner. Are you all right?
Yes, but he managed to escape. His gloves put out a strong electromagnetic pulse. If you can isolate the signal, I'll be able to track him down.
I'll get to work on that. Where are you off to now?
I'm on my way to the Final Offers casino. I'm going to make Penguin's assistant show me to her boss.
I don't hate the Arkham Origins suit. It's not my favorite of the Arkham Trilogy suits. Not the Arkham Trilogy. The Arkham suits. My favorite of the main Arkham suits is still probably not Asylums. Why am I drawing a blank? Oh yeah, Knights. I love that suit so much. I'll gush about that suit when we get to it. This one feels like a much bulkier and less stylized version of the suit we saw in Arkham Asylum, which was much more of a callback to the Batman suits of old, in particular Batman the Animated Series. This whole game is a bit of a love letter to, well, not this whole game, this Asylum in particular is a bit of a love letter to older Batman. And I always have an appreciation for good Batman. Though, Percy, do not get me wrong,
The casino. Penguin's assistant must be nearby.
I love,
Tell me where I can find
you know,
Cobblepot's
Bruce Wayne,
office.
Batman, and everything like that. But if I had to be honest, my personal favorite Batman is still probably Terry McGinnis, the Batman of the future. I grew up with Batman Beyond, that's why. Ooh!
Aren't you a persistent pain in my bottle?
Mr. Cobblepot ain't taking new visitors, and there ain't no way I'm letting you into the theatre to see him, so you can be on your merry way. Show him the door, lad.
Oh, that's heavy. Everybody, on him!
Not something I want to deal with.
Oh, we're all done.
Do not want to deal with a heavy with a gun.
Oh, hell yeah.
Mine!
Now you're in.
Come on, lad. Impress me now.
I gotta move.
You can put me to sleep. Let's see some action.
I miss critical hits. For those who've never played Arkham before, there's a modifier usually called the
Like
critical.
Cobblepot's office is connected to the theater, and the entrance is controlled from that security room.
Okay, with that, now we could, if I wanted to, I could go back and I can now open that lock. I think it's probably just another data packet for the Riddler.
Nothing. I just told her I was working Christmas Eve, and there weren't a damn thing she could do about it. Like that, huh? Yeah, like that. Seemed like she's making enough she can tell me what to do. Yeah, you're right. Can't let him get the upper hand. That's what my dad always said. Of course, Mom would slap him. Let's kill this son of a bitch. Where is he? See? I told you. You are a scary man.
I will say the thing that, besides everything with the Suicide Squad game that made me want to stream the Arkham series, The reason I chose the Arkham series over, say, Spider-Man, because I mentioned last stream that this game plays very similarly to Insomniac's Spider-Man games. I don't hate the Spider-Man games. I actually like Spider-Man just as much as I like Batman. Actually, probably more. My main issue is just I gotta find the right way to describe it.
Candy! She's earned herself a dry slap, she has.
That better be lip gloss you're reaching for.
Come on, let me out! This ain't funny! I knew you didn't have what it takes.
The main thing that just made me choose these games over Spider-Man was just the story.
Come on! Enough's enough! Open her up and let me out!
I feel the Arkham story from beginning to end is handled very well and has an amazing set of progression. There are, as much as I like the Spider-Man games, there are things I think that series could have done, could be doing better.
Hello, Shadows. You know you ain't welcome here.
Oh, right, an Enforcer.
About to find out, ain't ya? Here it comes! What's this guy's story? I'm gonna pop off your head, son. You're going.
So Enforcers, pretty much fighting them is just like fighting Croc. Just not nearly as hard. You're gonna stun them and then just go through the beatdown. The other thing, but no, the other problem I have with the Spider-Man games is just none of the gadgets. It felt like Spider-Man, weirdly enough. I don't know. It's just they're all web-based. There was just something about them that just didn't really click as much. I mean, don't get me wrong. Again, I did love that game though. It's just I just like these Batman games more. Let me see. Go. I always try to get the armor upgrades as quickly as possible, just because it's really easy to lose it. Well, to like lose all your armor. And some of the later challenges, we are going to want the HP. Okay, why did Batman not... There we go. That was weird. Really? Just that? I'm not gonna go out of my way for the extortion packets, because I don't believe I need all of them. It's not like his trophies in the... Like I said, the trophies have a bit more narrative weight.
Scum, all of you. You got no idea what just started.
You don't get the Falcone.
Oh, it's the Falcones. Shit.
Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth.
You calling me weak?
Meek. It's from the Bible.
I ain't never read that book. But if you're the praying type, maybe
Let go of me! Hang on!
Okay, one of my favorite things to do.
Came from over here. I'm sure of it.
Just scare the ever-living shit out of them.
Where the hell are you? I got him! Over here! Ready to die?
Ah, fuck. That did not work how I wanted it to. And then I tried to do something funny, but I couldn't. What I wanted to do was use the smoke screen after I dropped him to come back over. one.
He can't just walk in here and throw his doors. He can't.
I'm not the best at the stealth challenges, but God, are they? Is it the thing that really makes the stealth challenges so good is the fact that you can use detective vision. You can see things like I hope you don't hear the dogs, but you can see things like their heart rate, the fact that if the mental state of the goons.
Man. Could have killed you. Damn it. He's making us look like idiots.
It really helps you feel like you are the Batman.
This is just what the boss said he'd do. Take us out one at a time. It's him! I see him! That thing guy! Look out! There he is! Now you're in for it!
You can really handle it by going through entirely, you know, sneaking around, using explosives, taking them out one by one. It's really good.
What do you want?
It really captures that atmosphere.
Who's your boss? What does Penguin want with him?
Alberto Falcone, but I got no idea what Penguin wants with him, I swear. I don't know what your game is, but old man Falcone will be in your debt if you take Cobblepot down. He's right through that door back there.
No thanks. I don't need the Falcones in my debt.
But yeah, the Falcones... Oh. No, I agree. I love the stealth gameplay of these games.
You suggested little Alberto over here. Hey, baby. Tried to convince his father to take early retirement. He disagreed and called you a, let's see, psychotic little bastard.
That's an apt description of the Penguin.
No, please!
Now you best listen, Falcone. Cause this is the last time I'll ask. What are you gonna tell your father?
That we're getting out of the weapons business. I promise. I'll make him do it.
I see your lips flapping, Bertie. But they ain't making the sound I want to hear. Uh-oh. You idiots better keep
Batman.
Come on now. Remind me why I pay you ponces. Kick his ass, you numpty brats!
I think they're gonna have trouble doing that, Penguin, when they don't have any teeth.
For a personal invitation? What are you waiting for? Now hold on a bloody minute.
I always forget how brutal he is in this game. Like, people tend to forget how violent Batman was when he started everything.
Where is he? I don't keep tabs on every geezer with a grudge. You're not a popular bloke in this town.
Not yet.
You're running out of time.
Wait. Lacey Towers. There was a murder. It was supposed to be his safe house. Or Black Man. He's got problems of his own, I'd say. Someone broke in there.
Now for the best fight in this game and arguably in the entirety of Arkham. The Terminator. Slade Wilson. Also known as Deathstroke.
It appears the game is over before it even begins.
I'm not playing games, Slade.
Okay, before we even start this fight, I'm going to pause really quick because this fight does require a lot of concentration. Slade Wilson, aka Deathstroke. If there's any assassin that we are going to be fighting tonight, I have a lot of stuff to say about. It is going to be fucking Slade. So a lot of people who grew up with the DC cartoons are familiar with Slade by his name Slade, not Deathstroke, because he was one of the central antagonists for Teen Titans back in the day. Slade Wilson is I'd argue he is the deadliest person in DC. Like, we all have heard the thing of Batman, like, you give Batman enough prep time, he could take down anyone. Slade is that, but as a villain. The only issue Slade has is that he has a habit of going to blind rage. But, he's a master tactician, he's a brilliant fighter. He has taken down the entire Justice League. He has taken down... he has taken down the League multiple times. He's taken down the Teen Titans multiple times. Yeah, no, here's the thing. Growing up with Teen Titans, they still do portray him as, cold and, like, Well, actually, the main issue with that show is they just don't show how psychotic he can become. Like, when he gets angry. He's so cold in that show. But they do show his tactical nature very well. There's a scene that I also really like where he basically goads Superman into hitting him as much as fucking possible while testing out his new suit called they had a thing called the Icon Shield. As it was going down, you see like little bubbles in the corners going, shield at 90% design limit. Shield at 382% of design limit. As he's getting punched, he tells Superman that Batgirl hits harder. And after that hit, he gets another one that just says, emailing funeral arrangements to Wintergreen. Slade is fucking insane. And at one point, do you think Slade because here's the thing. Slade only has one superpower. He has enhanced enhanced reflexes, mostly trained to the peak of human physicality, same as Bruce. The only thing really on his power list that is consistent for Slade is a slight healing factor. Not something like on par with Deadpool, but like if you cut a lint, like you inflict a lot of wounds to him, they will heal over time. He's damn hard to keep down. And yeah, he can just take down anyone with enough prep time. If anything, his greatest weakness, besides putting him into the blind rage, is his daughter Rose. He's very protective of his family, especially because that's how he got into the position he's in now with the mask and the eye. But Slade is not afraid to kill anyone he fights. He's not above, he's willing to go like, no, this is an actual problem, and will sometimes work with the heroes. Oddly enough, he has a great respect in some runs for Dick Grayson. A lot of people respect Dick Grayson. Now for the best fight.
I expect this will be the fight of your life.
So Slade fights, as I said, Slade fights just like you. So as this goes on, the counters are going to become less effective.
Amusing.
Do not back into the corner. Pull him into the center of the arena. Otherwise, you're just gonna keep doing the the point where you cycle around. And then he'll do shit like this. This is where the big damage is gonna come in. You knock off his helmet. Which, can I just say, this fucking armor for Deathstroke is quite possibly, this is the best Slade has ever looked, in my opinion. Also, you can't spam counters or they don't work. You have to, like, time this shit. Fuck you, no guns. Oh, he's doing it again. Like, Slade has also been involved in some of the darkest storylines for DC. He was a big character in the Deceased plot line. The Judas Contract is one of the ones he's most well known for, which is arguably one of the darkest runs in DC. Most who are aware of the Judas Contract by reputation due to the fact that it is a consistent plot point in every adaptation for the Teen Titans. It's the one where with Terra. God, I forget how good this fight is until I do it. I love how he's not angry or nervous or scared or anything, he's just agitated. I like the choreography for the animations. Like, this is my only problem with this game. The fact that this is the first real massive fight with an assassin, and it's fucking Deathstroke. None of the others really match up to this.
It's over, Slade. What are you? Nice seeing you, Batman. Feel free to let yourself out.
I can't let Penguin get away. There's more I need to ask him.
the remote claw. An interesting little gadget that's...
I can use Deathstroke's device to get up to the balcony.
Yeah. This gadget is only available in this game. They don't use it ever again. It's an interesting gadget. There's a couple interesting gadgets exclusive to this game.
You'll have more luck getting into a nun's skivvies than getting into this room. Go on then, beat it a bit harder. Really make me feel it. Well, as you can see, I got me answer. Have a Merry Christmas, and piss off.
Alfred, see if you can find any information on a murder at Lacey Towers.
Looks like the police are on the scene now, sir. Oh, and this is interesting. They're saying Black Mask is the victim.
How the
Black
fuck?
Mask dead. I'm on my way there now. I should use the device I took from Deathstroke.
The Arkham series actually has a light Metroidvania aspect to it.
Alfred, get GCPD to take a look at the final offer. More to Dixon Docks. They'll find Slade Wilson tied up and waiting for them, along with some of Penguin's illegally obtained weapons.
Another anonymous tip? Will do, sir.
Yeah, what I mean by the Metroidvania aspect is there's a lot of stuff you won't be able to do right away till you get certain gadgets.
Press citizens of Gotham, your cries for help have been heard. I am Anarchy, voice of the people, here to save you from the plague of corruption that now infests this once proud city. Those hired and elected to keep us free and safe won't lift a finger. And why would they? They've been bought and paid for, encouraged to turn a blind eye. If they won't act, I will. At dawn's first light, the sources of Gotham's ruin will be destroyed. Now, back to your regularly scheduled programming of propaganda and consumerist garbage.
Oh,
As if
great.
there isn't enough going on tonight.
I don't have a lot to say about Anarchy. I have never actually read a comic with him. The main thing I know Anarchy for, and like, I think that a lot of people would probably see him for today, would be he has a minor appearance in
Penguin mentioned.
I was hoping to get a minute of your time. See, I've got a story to tell you about crime and violence, greed and vengeance.
Oh, goddamn it, Anarchy!
But it's also a story of redemption, of second chances, of change. I've planted 3 bombs where Gotham's corruption is at its strongest. But unlike those I fight to overthrow, I believe in choice. So, I offer you one. Let them detonate, or stop them. Your actions will determine what I do with you. I've planted 3 bombs where Gotham's corruption...
Whoa, easy now. I ain't looking for a fight. Got a message, that's all. Anarchy says if you're gonna make a withdrawal, you better do it soon.
I offer you one. Let them detonate,
So Anarchy is he's hidden 3 bombs over in various parts of Gotham. You're going to have to use the different techniques we have, from the grapnel boost, just running along the rooftops, and gliding to reach these various bombs in time. I tried to do something, and I forgot that is not available yet. To be honest, the Anarchy...
Any available homicide units, please respond to 187 in the Bowery. Officers on scene report victim appears to have fallen from a nearby building.
And then we've got another case. I forget which villain this is.
System. What is this thing? They say money makes the world go round, but it also makes you excellent shackles. You're tied to your job, your mortgage, your need to buy the next shiny thing your overpriced television seduces you.
Oh my god, you Redditor.
We could accomplish if only someone would set us free.
Alfred, we've got a problem.
So I saw. This Anarchy fellow mentioned 3 bombs, which means 2 still remain.
I need to find them.
I've no doubt you will, sir.
Yeah, now...
I've planted 3 bombs where Gotham's corruption is at its strongest. But unlike those I fight to overthrow, I believe in choice. So, I offer you one. Let them detonate, or stop them. Your actions will...
Set waypoint for Jezebel Plaza. So yeah, I'm gonna hit up all the Anarchy challenges immediately just to knock them out. Anarchy's, I believe we can finish, because a couple of the most wanteds can't be finished until a certain amount of story progress is completed. This is more of a thing in Arkham City.
Police know the victim fell from a nearby building, but there's not much else in the file. His identity might shed some light on things.
I kind of want to do this first, though, just because... Let's talk about Batman being an actual
Murphy,
fucking detective.
An account manager at the Gotham Merchants Bank. Cause of death, internal injuries sustained on impact. Now I know what happened. Time to find out how and why. This blood spatter indicates a high-velocity impact. I should check the roof.
And that's something that often I feel gets overlooked with Batman, and that's the fact that he's a goddamn detective.
Was it an accident, or was he pushed?
Looks like he was shoved through with a lot of force.
Huh. 2 sets of footprints means the victim wasn't alone. And the scattered paperwork suggests he had a briefcase. I need to find that. Interesting. There are 2 sets of fingerprints here. One belongs to the victim, the other to Robert Haynes, a well-known con artist. Alfred, I need the last known location of Robert Haynes. I'll send over everything I've got in case it helps.
No need, sir. I already have a search area. Check your display.
Oh, well, that works out because that puts us right by next Anarchy challenge. And I should also knock out the Riddler challenge, the Riddler Tower while I'm here. This is the only Batman game, Arkham game with fast travel to be, and it's honestly the only one that I feel needs it. Arkham City is a much smaller map, and it's easier to get around. It doesn't feel, the gliding doesn't feel like it takes nearly as long. And with the Batmobile and the fact that gliding is so much faster in night, like, in all honesty, getting around Gotham and Arkham Knights is amazing. Hey!
Welcome to the party. Wait, can we just put this behind? What do you want?
What happened to Brian Murphy?
We had a deal. He gave me the account numbers. I faked being a client and cleared out the account. In exchange, he gets a cut. It's a con I run 100 times. But then he starts to get nervous, tries to back out.
So you threw him off a roof?
I couldn't risk a war in the bank or go to the cops. I had to protect my interests.
And how'd that work out for you?
Yeah, this one, God, some of the, there's some cases in this game that aren't even super criminals. They're just Batman being a goddamn detective. Which is refreshing. Because, again, Batman being a detective is just something that I feel like gets lost. And we always talk about him being a master martial artist and all this other stuff.
No one's gonna believe this. We gotta get in on that.
But I do feel like some runs could you know, do a little bit with promoting the fact that he's a detective instead of just, you know, punching his way through everything. There's a jammer down there. Okay, I can't do anything with.
Can't believe I'm seeing him.
Oh. Where the fuck did you come from?
Hello again. I'm afraid you'll find I've stepped things up considerably. Which means I think our time together is drawing to a close. It's been fun, Batman. But I think you made the right decision. Recognizing when you've been beaten is the first step on the road to self-improvement.
Shut up, Nigma. Okay, there it is.
That's the guy. That's the guy. Not here. Not now. We're in for it now. Oh, did it go all day or come down and fight? Hey, I'm right here.
I don't actually think I could do this one yet, because I think I need. Yeah, no, I can't do this yet. I need a gadget. Or do I?
All right, we've had our fun. But this endeavor's grown tiresome.
Yeah. Because the signal is jammed, we can't do anything yet. We'll be coming back to this one later.
I've planted 3 bombs.
For right now, let's go deal with Anarchy. So I will say that for the 8 assassins, there's a lot of really interesting choices here.
You're drawn to me. Go on,
so,
admit it.
I actually meant to talk about the slashing, but I kind of got distracted. One of the assassins is Copperhead, and Batman mentions, weird, the file says that Copperhead was the files reference a man. Copperhead traditionally was a man. A lot of people actually know Copperhead as a villain because he's in Justice League, like the animated series, and Justice League Unlimited. The thing is, I believe the Copperhead they use is the second Copperhead. I forget. I don't remember Copperhead's full story.
Down to shut him up. Otherwise, we'll never be free.
You can't shut me off any more than you can the billboards or the branding on your clothes.
Like, there are some villains, like, look, there are some villains whose storylines I'm pretty good at following. I remember a decent bit of their storylines, or at the very least, their overall plot lines. A really good example of this is Mr. Freeze. Mr. Freeze is a really simple character and a very tragic one. But I'm going to be talking about him eventually, just not during Arkham Origins where he doesn't have relevance. Deathstroke has some really good plotlines. Like, there's actually an entire plotline where Deathstroke tortures the Wally Wests. And yes, I do mean the Wally Wests. That's a whole thing. Comics are weird. But, he tortures them in particular for, he wants to use the Speed Force to undo the death of his son. And you think Deathstroke is deadly now with no powers? Imagine him with the goddamn Speed Force. So he's got the same powers as the Flash, but with his tactical mind. Because look, Flash is smart. He's a very intelligent person, but he's not combat smart. They also dug deep with a couple of the villains in these games, because, like, fucking... I don't know when the last time I saw Anarchy be relevant to DC Comics. Let's see if I can take out this one while I'm nearby. Not dealing with any of you. Bye. Can I? Yeah, I can hack this one. Yeah, Anarchy wasn't really... Okay, like, to be honest, Anarchy's not really a character... If you grew up with, like, for example, Justice League or Teen Titans for the DC animated stuff, Anarchy wouldn't really fit for those shows. Anarchy's a bit of a heavy topic for a villain, because he's always... He is a very much politically motivated villain because of the fact he's an anarchist. And it's a bit of a thing for a lot of people. Like, it's not the villain I think kids would find entertaining. And Justice League and Justice League Unlimited, they were with that show's emphasis on larger threats. Like, that was stuff like Brainiac, Darkseid. Like, these were threats that were specifically for the League. Anarchy just wouldn't fit in that. No, that's the drop. Oh, no, yeah, no, I think I know. Shit, no, I know what tower this is. I can't do this tower yet. No. This tower requires... Okay, this tower you can't do until, like, the end of the fucking game. Let's see. Where's the last anarchist?
I've planted 3 bombs where God...
I think he does work better in, this context. Like, you know, in terms of, like, any appearance for Anarchy, putting him in this game was the best move they could have done with using the character.
What is that thing? Those guys are stick together.
Even the assassins, though, also all were very good choices. Like, Lady Shiva is one of the world's deadliest assassins. Deathstroke is just... He's infamous in DC, and... Like, for comic fans, everyone who was like, oh, this fight was going to be insane. You also got the Teen Titan audience who knew that a lot of the shit this guy does.
Anarchy's right, you know. Cops don't care about us. We'd be better off without them. You already knew that, didn't you?
I know Asylum and City have a lot of stuff to do with one villain in particular. City devotes an entire quest line to him, and it was like one of the first
investigating this crime
in a while major reappearances of Victor Zsasz,
probably on a rooftop.
Who's another character who I am really excited to talk about. Since Zsasz is a character, he's just like a bona fide serial killer.
everyone. See what...
My man, you will live in fucking Gotham City. Pretty sure you take this out. Actually, no. We saw what happens to Gotham when they took out the GCPD. When they took out everything. There's a run. I believe it's called No Man's Land. Essentially, the super criminals carve up Gotham. And we have a similar situation happen in Arkham City, but that's a whole other scenario.
Interesting. Even after knowing all you did about the places I targeted, you spared them.
Sorry to disappoint you.
Disappoint me? Not at all. Come on down to the courthouse so we can continue Gotham's trial.
Like, that is also the weird thing about Anarchy as a villain, per se. He doesn't see himself as a villain. It's not the weird thing, it's just the thing about Anarchy. He sees himself as the hero. He works much better as a year one Batman villain than as a later Batman villain. True. At this point, super criminals aren't really a thing in Gotham. This is like the first year they start showing up.
I've planted...
And like, that was a massive shift for Gotham. But yeah, Anarchy just doesn't work in a late game Batman scenario in terms of like what we're used to nowadays with him. I guess that's unfair to say. He worked still. It's just he's more interesting when it's earlier in Batman's career because he very much feels like a character who comes about in response to Batman. As opposed to, say, the Joker, the Joker is just pure chaos. Anarchy feels like, he feels like the kind of person who believes Batman isn't going far enough and misunderstands what Batman is trying to do. He also really does just feel like a Redditor. In particular, like the anarchist Redditor. Because yes, I know there are different types of Redditors.
I knew this wouldn't work.
Well, it's a good thing I remember a back door into here. Look, I wouldn't be surprised if he shitposts on Arsonish Gotham. He feels like that kind of person. There it is. There's the back door. I'm thinking Arkham City because this building does go through a redesign between the two games. Ah, great. Illuminati shit, anarchy symbols. Ah, yes.
Ah! I'm so glad you came. It's an honor, really. There's so much for us to discuss.
What do you want?
I'd like to propose an alliance. I think the two of us could accomplish great things together.
I don't work with criminals. You need to turn yourself in.
Tell you what. I'll turn myself in as soon as you do the same. But you don't consider yourself a criminal, do you? The suit, the gadgets, the sense of entitlement. You're just another rich kid atoning for his fiscal sins. Such a shame.
We're taking it all!
You know, actually, interesting thing. Did anyone who's seen the, I'm trying to remember the actor's name, I think it's Robert Patterson. Yeah, it's Robert Patterson, Batman movie that came out. The way that they wrote, because the villain's the Riddler, but the way they wrote him, he feels like anarchy. Which I wonder if early in development it was supposed to be anarchy, and they just switched to Riddler just for the name recognition. Because anarchy is an obscure villain.
Think we bit off more?
I thought you wanted to make a difference. I looked up to you. Wanted to be. This is why they say you should never.
It's over.
Not quite.
For the people!
Work for what you've done.
Fuck, I forgot he's throwing fucking Molotovs.
We can't beat that.
I was actually, I'm talking about, and I'm thinking about DC, like, DC movies. Oh god, you know what I will always be kind of upset about? The fact that they wasted, of all people, fucking Victor Zsasz. For context, the DC live-action movies have Victor Zsasz in one movie, and he's entirely wasted in that movie because it just shows a fundamental misunderstanding of his character.
I asked for this. This should help you. Let us.
Also, has very much a misunderstanding of Black Mass.
So, what does it matter? I wanted to make a difference. I thought you'd feel the same.
I do, but not like this. A lot of innocent people almost died tonight because of you.
Innocent? They watched as Gotham went to hell and didn't do a thing!
They're just afraid.
No, they're weak! And so are you.
The police are on their way.
Oswald Cobblepot are responsible.
You know, it's kind of funny he's into like all this Illuminati shit because Gotham does have an Illuminati group. They're called the Court of Owls, and they were a thing when Arkham came out. The Court of Owls is quite possibly there's a lot of hit and miss with New 52 Batman, but one of the things that was a massive hit, it was really good, and I think arguably one of the best additions to the Batman mythos, is the Court of Owls. There's a couple of things, if I'm going to be honest, I'm going to try to talk a little bit of my opinion on some Batman comics. This is going to kind of roll into a DC as a whole thing I got going. DC knows how to kill a good thing. If I can be honest, there was a character they introduced recently called, well, not recently, it's been a while now. He was introduced a while ago called the Batman Who Laughs. He was supposed to be an evil Batman, but he was like, what if Batman is what became similar to the Joker? It's pretty interesting as a good one-shot. Oh my god, please, DC, stop fucking bringing him back.
Rubio, what's your 20?
On the balcony for a smoke with a menace.
Those men on the balcony, that could be my way in.
Shutcase. Penguin murdered Black Mask and his lady friend.
I mean, we found the bastard's stubby little fingerprints right by the body.
Yeah, we got Penguin.
Target in sight.
He's just a villain who's overstayed his welcome. He's not even that good, the best evil Batman. Like, the Batman Who Laughs would have been perfectly fine if he just stayed in DC Metal and didn't come back. He came back 3 times. I think 4 now. Because DC just does not know how to let shit rest. I still say, someone actually has a really good video in analyzing the Batman Who Laughs as opposed to one of the original evil Batman known as Owlman from Earth 3.
This crime took place days ago. The fire and the exposure to the elements make identifying the victims difficult. The male victim is wearing a black mask, but I can't positively identify him as Roman Sionis without a DNA analysis. Something I can't do in the field. I can identify the female victim based on her fingerprints. Tiffany Ambrose, Roman Sionis' girlfriend. Or one of them at least. She was no angel, long list of priors, but nothing to indicate she was the target here.
And also, I will say this does show, like, the one bit we got from this couldn't be Black Mask, because we just saw Black Mask earlier.
The fire spread as a result of a Molotov cocktail thrown into the room. It may have been intended to destroy evidence. The shallow trajectory of the bullet suggests the shooter could be someone of Penguin's height. But the grooves on the floor suggest that the victim was killed by someone leaning back in a chair. This bullet was fired from a revolver. Ballistics analysis indicates a low angle of trajectory. The shooter could have been someone of Penguin's height, but the pattern in the gunpowder residue suggests the bullet was actually fired by someone lying on the ground. These fingerprints are a match for the Penguin, but they're on top of the soot from the fire. The cops were right. Penguin was in the room, but these prints prove he was here after the murders were committed. If he didn't kill Black Mask, who did? The only thing I know for certain is that Tiffany's shooter was lying on the floor. But why? These white streaks are shoe polish. Whoever shot Tiffany was being dragged along the floor. Besides the victims, there were 2 other people in the room. Tiffany's shooter, and whoever was dragging the shooter. The location from which the male victim was shot may tell me more. The DNA here doesn't belong to either of the victims. Whose is it?
someone else here.
The fight broke out when someone startled the shooter. It's not clear who won the fight. It could have been either one of them.
So the shooter shot Black.
I should review the
supposedly
evidence to see if I can learn anything more about either the intruder or the shooter.
So, yeah, let's rewind everything back to the start. So based on the way it looks like things went, the shooter was sitting here in the chair, appears to have shot who he thought was Black Mask, and then after they shot Black Mask, as that was going on, someone else snuck in here, and they've left something.
Fabric analysis indicates the intruder was wearing a white suit or sport jacket. This fabric swatch could help identify the intruder, but I still can't identify the male victim's shooter. There's one impact area I haven't checked for clues.
So whoever jumped the shooter was wearing a white jacket, which could have been Black Mask, because Black Mask also wears a white jacket.
This DNA is from the female victim. The level of oxidation suggests it's been here for several days. If I review the evidence, I may be able to find out what she was doing when she was attacked. She was sending text messages to Roman Sionis about someone named the Joker.
Oh, there's a name.
Someone killed Black Mask, but this crime took place several days ago, and I saw Black Mask earlier tonight. The only answers I have raise more questions. Who is the Joker? Was he the killer here? Or is he one of the assassins? I have a body, an unknown shooter, and an unknown assailant who attacked the shooter. I need to match the DNA samples against the records in the National Criminal Database to identify who was in the room. Alfred, I need access to the National Criminal Database.
There's a name we don't aren't exactly happy to hear.
City Police Department.
Then that's where I'm going.
Sir, you'd need to physically hack into their servers. If you insist on doing something that foolish, you'll need a powerful, non-lethal weapon. I recommend coming back here to pick up your concussion detonator.
Not a bad idea.
So now comes the question. Who is the Joker? I don't think I need to explain who the fuck the Joker is. I've got some stuff I will talk about the Joker when we get more into him, because, oh man, if there's a DC villain
Come in, 8-2. Dispatch, Delta 4-4.
who I have a lot of stuff to talk about, it's Joker.
Delta 8-2. Delta 8-2, come in. Delta 8-2, come in. Delta 8-2, report. Delta 4-4, no response from 8-2. Please proceed inside to confirm 8-2 status.
10-4, dispatch.
Some of the Joker stuff's really good, some of the Joker stuff's really bad. Like, Joker's a really mixed bag at times. Because there's some really good stuff with Joker. Like, there's The Long Halloween, which is a really good one. There's what a lot of people kind of get hung up on as, like, the greatest Joker story, and it's The Killing Joke.
Home, sir. The concussion detonator is on your workbench. Remember, if you use that instead of your fists, you'll do less lasting damage to those police officers and civil servants.
Noted.
I don't think I'm gonna go into. Oh no, you can only change once the story is complete. That's what I thought. I had to double check that. Don't get me wrong, The Killing Joke is good, but there's some stuff in it that I think could have been, that I think is, eh. Like, there's a lot of people I see who go on, like, I've seen a couple people go on the whole thing of, like, Oh, the Killing Joke was right. Joker was right. Joker was right. Missing the whole point of the comic that the Joker was wrong? And I might as well talk about it as we're doing the fast traveling and everything. For those who are unaware of what the Killing Joke is the comic where they famously shot Barbara Gordon and paralyzed her. That is a conversation in itself. Like, in all honesty, a lot of people do feel they did Barbara dirty in that run. And I don't necessarily disagree. I kind of get both sides of that argument. I'm not gonna argue anything against that. My main issue with the Killing Joke is and the discourse around it is a lot of people is the whole thing of like, Joker was right, Joker was right, Joker was right. It's like, no, he wasn't. He was trying to break Gordon, and at the end of it all, Gordon was still bringing him in by the book. It's more of a testament to willpower, and like the idea of looking into the abyss, and it cracked Joker, but it didn't crack Gordon or Bruce.
Understood. Thanks.
I also just think there are better Joker runs than the Killing Joke.
Mark's got the guy over in interrogation right now. You wanna go rough him up a bit afterwards?
I personally think one of the Joker runs that I've seen that I liked a little bit more was The Long Halloween. Just because that turned into a whole thing between, of all people, the Joker and the Riddler. That was a whole war over basically the Joker not being able to find things funny and Riddler not being able to come up with a riddle. And it just got so far out of goddamn control. Nice, nice. I think that went very well.
Yeah, probably another water pipe bursting. Love to go take a look, but, you know, my shift's over. Loeb.
This won't be easy, but if I'm going to access the National Criminal Database and find out what happened at Lacey Towers, I need to find the server room without being discovered.
There's 8 assassins in town tonight. From the info we've been gathering, they're among the most dangerous criminals on record. Period. After interrogating Waylon Jones, we've learned that they're all competing for a huge bounty. which Black Mask has offered for the head of the Bat.
Where do I sign up?
I thought he was a ghost.
All right, cut the chatter, people. Our goal is to ensure order in this city. So our #1 priority becomes bringing in the Bat before these assassins get to him. Now, the closer it gets to morning, the more desperate the assassins will grow. And if he's still out there, the more damage they'll cause to the city as they try to find or attract him. All right, dismissed.
And you know, Gordon's not wrong there. Batman has reached the same conclusion. That's why we're even out here.
Must you be so brutal, sir? These are city employees.
They're as corrupt as they come, and they're in my way.
I wish you'd think twice about that approach, sir. You never know when you might need their help. At any rate, your objective is the GCPD server room. I've marked it on your map.
Man, I hate the homeless. Oh, yeah! Right in the jaw! Engaging primary suspect. Last chance to surrender.
Yeah, it's something I can't do anything with yet.
I won't stand a chance against that many armed men. I can use Deathstroke's remote claw to pass above their heads undetected.
Alright, listen up. While you chokers were playing cleanup for a Blackgate, I was making us some money. I've worked out a deal with our pal Black Mask. If any of us can kill the Bat before the assassins get to him, we get the bounty. All $50 million of it. And for those of you who ain't too good with the math, that means we all retire early.
Nice.
That's what I'm talking about.
Let's take him down then.
Yeah, what are we waiting for?
If I'm not careful, that guard will alert the others.
And a lot of people, anyone who's never read like Year 1 Batman in some runs, Gotham, the GCPD was incredibly corrupt. That's usually one of the first things that Batman and Gordon change once they really start working together. Pretty much the first thing is usually root out corruption. Which is why when a lot of groups take over Gotham, one of the first things they try to do is either take out the GCPD or take out Gordon. And then fill it with corrupt officers again. I believe it. I remember correctly, I think that was the plan during Hush.
All units will be accepting donations and cards for Commissioner Loeb's family in the break room. Please come by and pay your respects.
So what does this disruptor of yours do?
Little bit of this, little bit of that. Mostly, though, it does a whole lot of none of your damn business.
Not you again.
Up, loose lips?
Talk, or you won't be walking anywhere, ever.
No way. You gotta answer for dropping me off that rooftop, buddy.
No, you have to answer to me. How does this disruptor work?
Ask one of the pigs. They got it in evidence lockup.
How about we take a little walk up to the roof?
Okay, you win. It jams weapons, overrides electronic locks, all right? Now you gotta let me go.
How'd that work out for you last time?
I love it. That's one thing I will say about the interrogation from Batman. They were just so brutal.
We got right. Who told you that, huh? Your buddy Anarchy?
He will wipe this city clean of your filth.
Yeah? If he's gonna wipe things clean, he should...
We're up.
Drop to the
Nah, I don't think I will.
Priority 1 alert. All personnel be advised. 211's reported on the ground.
Well, I think they know I'm here. Sorry about that. Had to get dog settled. No, I have to blow this up.
Give this bastard what he wants, he'll send the tape to the press. What the hell am I supposed to do? That's the best you got? How am I gonna whack him if I don't know who he is? Guy's a mystery, complete friggin' enigma. Yeah, great.
That sounds like this guy's someone who's Riddler's got some dirt on. It is weird, like of all the things in this game, the weirdest one I will say is probably like just making Riddler like just extorting people. We're probably not going to collect all the data packets just because I found the trophies and other stuff a little bit more interesting. Another character.
The kind who thinks their actions are justified, who acts completely outside the system.
The system is broken.
Barbara, wait.
Barbara Gordon, I'm sure she's not someone we'll be seeing later. Or a lot throughout the entire series.
There's 50 million bucks riding on this, so I don't want to hear any excuses. Bag the bat and let's get paid.
We gotta patrol our own station house? Makes us a bunch of...
Firing your piece means paperwork. All the more reason to use your fist.
Officer down! Officer down!
Okay, they're already alerted that I'm here. And now they're nervous.
Gonna make an example out of this freak.
We need...
Hold on a second. Sorry, dog.
More units.
Damn it, check your sectors.
The bat sighted! Oh, man!
That's for seeing me.
I lost him! Just keep on his trail.
I lost him. Just keep on his trail.
Last
How the...
known location's picking us off! Get to my position! Come on. Tougher than that, damn it. Don't let this happen to you. Unless you like eating steak through a straw. I'm not losing another cop to this bastard. I want him dead.
The bat got someone! Didn't I tell you to watch your corners?
We got a police down! Someone give me some assist! I'm on him!
I got eyes on him! Suspect is over here!
And onto the rafters I go. Bye.
Come on, you bums, let's find him!
And I always have to do at least one inverted takedown, because I fucking love the inverted takedown.
Damn it! It's the damn EMTs! Come near me and I'll put a bullet in your damn face!
Let's say you make it out of this room, Batman. Do you honestly expect to leave the GCPD alive?
Who's there?
Yeah, I do.
Somebody, over here!
Stuff's going down, stuff's going wrong!
Yeah, you're fucked.
Priority 1 alert. All available personnel should be searching your quadrants for the 622. Suspect is 6'4", dressed in black, and has wings.
I love this era of Batman where it's like just a bunch of like just blatant myths about him. Like they're convinced he has wings or he's like doing all this other crazy shit.
Shouldn't you be searching your quadrant? I'll leave that for the boys in SWAT. Why's that?
Ain't you heard? Brandon made a deal with Black Mask. They're trying to kill the bat and collect the bat.
Cross one.
Priority 1 alert. All personnel report to your department head. Need a head count. A lot of people unaccounted for.
Fuck. Right, the jammers. I forgot about them.
They're using a security protocol I'm not familiar with, and the windows are reinforced glass. The disruptor in the evidence locker might do the trick.
What's it gonna do?
Alfred, I can't access the evidence locker. I need an alternate route.
The evidence locker, sir? Well, according to these schematics, it adjoins an old elevator shaft which you can access via the infirmary. You should be able to break in from there. I've added it to your map.
All personnel, reports of our 622 on lower levels. Need security in those areas immediately.
I think after we get access to the criminal database, that's where I'm going to call it.
It's gonna look like an accident. Like Gordon lost control. What we need is the bat! I got no visual! Where'd he go? Now you're running? Enemy!
He's come for us!
And... Woo, you juiced!
I hear there's a huge price on your head. Come to turn it in.
He's working with the cops now?
I heard the rumor. I didn't think it was real.
That's the first instance of a Venom goon. Which is saying I will be... Oh god, talk about Venom, because that's...
Good, you've made it to the infirmary. Now look for an entrance to an old elevator shaft. That will take you to the evidence locker.
Got it.
Let's talk about Venom. I mean, Grant, we know Bane's in town, and Bane's whole thing is just souped up on Venom. I'm actually curious, how much of... Right, I don't think I could view the main stories. Most Wanted, that's a thing they didn't start doing until Arkham Knight. And it's something I actually really do like about Arkham Knight, that they could tell you how much in the main story you've done. If I'm correct,
Bypass the security on the server room door.
I think the Disruptor model is a remodeled REC gun from what's it called? From Batman Arkham City. See, I don't believe the Disruptor could do anything with this. I think... Yeah, no, I think I gotta do this later. Oh, no, I remember what I gotta do for that. Fuck, it's really fucking dumb. And I hope you're good with the remote control battering. Because you gotta get a charge through there. Fuck. I'll admit that there are some really creative remote control battering courses. I will put God. Do some of the Arkham games have a bit of an obsession with this goddamn remote control batarang? I think it was an optional item in Asylum.
disruptor should allow me to get past this gate.
They're gonna let us out, or we'll make our own way out! Yeah. How about that? This ain't such a bad Christmas after all!
You know, they think it's not bad, but now they're trapped in a room with Batman.
Maybe the bat killed them all. Knows how to jimmy this lock.
Fuck, this went to shit fast.
Watch him! Watch him! Just what the doctor...
Sorry about that dog stuff. Okay, so thing is about Venom thugs. If you see like the pack on that one guy over there on a goon, that means they are Venom infused and they had to be taken down twice. The first takedown will cut their supply of Venom. The second one will take them down.
Put your backs into it! Throw harness at the car! One arm!
I think most Venom goons count as heavily armored.
Here we go. Let's see the color of your guts. I'll cut you in two. We gotta work together, morons.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
Priority 1. Our 622 is confirmed in the holding cells, but also hearing that the right has stopped. All personnel. Charging. Clear. Has left the holding cells. Be on the lookout.
All right,
Sup?
call it in. Let's get him to Gotham General.
Will do, as soon as he stabilizes.
And that fire texture has not aged well.
All personnel report your 20 on channel 3. Trying to get a head count. Who's missing?
Poor dog. Stop freaking out.
Easy. I need access to the National Criminal Database.
It's right here.
You must spend a lot of time here.
Cool poem box. You're bypassing the network security. But you'll need to physically bridge the intranet to the external telecom wires if you want to uplink remotely.
This kind of knowledge could get a young girl into a lot of trouble.
They run under the building.
What does?
The telecom wires. You can access them through the sewers.
Wait. Why do you do what you do?
Because I made a promise. Get out of here!
Hold your fire! You idiots, it's me! What are you thinking?
Who are you talking to in this?
That's our first real encounter with Barbara Gordon.
Before I can access the server remotely, I need to hack into the telecom wires under the
Later would be known as Batgirl. Even more later would be known as Oracle. And then back to Batgirl again.
Penguin's man said the disruptor can be used to jam their weapons.
I've got one charge on it. Oh, trust me, you're gonna wish that it was just Batman. I'm pretty sure Gotham misses the days when their biggest, weirdest thing going on was a man dressed as a bat. Now they've got a clown, a man obsessed with riddles, whatever the fuck Raish and Clayface are. Actually, Raish is just international terrorist.
Priority 1, 622 has left the shooting range. I need a status report. All quadrants, check in.
Oh, good. The elevator's here.
There he is.
I don't want to hurt you, but you need to stay out of my way.
Never.
Listen, I'm on your side.
My side? My side works within the law. My side doesn't leave suspects with broken bones and missing teeth. We've earned Gotham's respect.
If that were true, I wouldn't be here.
Gordon, clear the line of fire!
Hold your fire. If he moves, take him down. You've got nowhere to run.
Move, Gordon! I'm taking him down!
It does say something that Batman still, despite his problems going on with his troubled relationship with the GCPD right now, still protected Gordon. He knows Gordon's one of the good ones.
You won't walk away from this.
The main issue is Batman just does not trust anyone right now. And that's not changing for a while. Oh, knocked out Gordon. I think it's time to leave.
I've highlighted a nearby manhole on your map. Those sewer tunnels lead directly under the GCPD.
Good work, Alfred.
Oh, and, sir, do try to keep out of the muck down there. Remember who has to clean your suit.
Love you too, Alfred.
Hello? Hello, Batman? It's Barbara.
Barbara. Sorry for hacking into your comms, but I need a favor. Some evidence crates have gone missing. Army-grade stuff, and no one here is doing anything about it. So I'm sending you their GPS location information. Use your weapon disruptor on any crates you find. It'll fry their circuits and render the stuff useless.
Yeah, this gets us Penguin's Most Wanted, which are 6 weapon caches scattered throughout Gotham. We just gotta find them, defeat the goons near them, and then hit them with the weapon disruptor. We will do that later. But I think, you know what? We took down Deathstroke. We've discovered that Black Mask has supposedly been dead for 7 days. Broke into the GCPD and took down Anarchy. Our first, super criminal, quote unquote. I don't consider Anarchy a super criminal. He's just a normal criminal. But with that, next time we'll be hitting up some of the weapon caches and going into the sewers. For now, though, I'll see everyone next time. I do hope you're all enjoying Batman Arkham. Honestly, I really do like these games. It gives me a chance to talk about one of my side passions, side hobbies, which is comic books. I grew up reading some of the older Batman, and well, I actually was I was a Flash person growing up. Flash was one of my favorite heroes. Batman has always just been one who I love mostly because of the Batman animated, the original Batman. Well, not the original. You know, Batman the Animated Series with Kevin Conroy. And, the other thing, and also Batman Beyond. Batman Beyond really is still one of my favorite Batman series to date. It has kind of solidified my view on Batman as a character. Especially the episode with the character, where they introduced the character Shriek. This is the last thing I want to say before the end of the night. Anyone who's never seen Batman Beyond, there is an episode with the character where they introduce the villain named Shriek. His whole MO in the his introduction episode is he's trying to make Bruce think he's insane. And he's just playing these little, like, sound things around his room, just go, Bruce, Bruce, just to make him go crazy. And at the end, Terry asks him, how did you know you weren't crazy? Well, for one thing, I know I'm not crazy. I hope your other reason's much more convincing. The other thing was the voices kept calling me Bruce. Yeah, so I don't call myself that in my head. What do you call yourself? Says nothing, just gives him a look. He's like, oh, that's my name now. Batman Beyond I would argue Batman Beyond is like the best passing of the torch DC has ever done. And it wasn't even DC Comics, it was the animated team. Some of the newer ways they've done it have been kinda hit or miss. I'd say, though, in the more emotional passing of the torches DC has done recently was in Deceased. And that was Bruce dies. And he gives the mantle to Damian. But that, though, is if I don't stop now, I'm going to go on for a while on comics. And I don't want to spend too long. I really do like... I grew up with DC and Marvel, which is why I have a lot to talk about with them. But, I hope everyone enjoyed it. I'll see you all next time.